All right, so once you put in your password to the computer, you come to the desktop screen. And what you want to do is you want to click on the Wirecast icon at the bottom right here. And this window will pop up, and you want to create an empty document. So make sure that this is selected at the top, and then click Continue. Once you do that, you will come to the interface for Wirecast. And the first thing you want to do is you want to add your video source, which is the cameras. So you want to click on this plus sign right next to the Clear Layer tab right here. And then you want to go to Video Capture, select Blackmagic Design, and then click Add. Immediately you will see whatever the cameras are seeing, you will see it right here. Now, if the cameras are not on, and if the video switcher is not on, nothing is going to show up right here. It's going to be empty. Actually, if the video switcher is not on, when you go to add this video capture right here, you won't even see this Blackmagic design right here. So if the cameras are on, everything is working, this pops up right away. The second thing you want to do is you want to add the audio source for your live stream. Now, this little wheel thing in the corner right here of your Blackmagic design shot is how you change the audio source. So you want to click that, go to Change Audio, and then select MGXU Audio. Now, that is the audio that's coming from the soundboard, the little mini soundboard, Yamaha soundboard that is next to the computer on your left. If that doesn't show up, if the MGXU audio doesn't show up, it means that the soundboard is not on. Or if the soundboard is on, but it's still not showing up, it means that the connection from the soundboard to the computer, there may be something going on with that. So you want to just double check that to make sure that everything is connected right. And once you click on it, nothing is going to happen initially. But if there's audio coming from the main soundboard, you will see these green bars go up and down right here. And that shows you and that tells you that we're getting audio. Whatever is coming through the soundboard is coming right to our live stream. Now, the third thing you want to do is you want to go to your Layers tab. The third thing you want to do, you want to go to your Layers tab, which is on the top left corner right here. And you will see the Blackmagic Design number 2 on top, and then you'll see the MGXU audio on the bottom. You want to click on the MGXU audio, click on the 3 dots right here, and this allows you to change the name of your audio if you ever need to change it. We never have to change it. And then also change the audio delay. So what happens is that whenever you're live streaming, your video is always going to be slower than your audio, because video obviously is more information or more data coming in than audio. So your video is always going to be a little behind. So what you want to do is you want to slow down your audio so that it matches perfectly with your video as your video catches up. So we always make sure that it's at 0.5, which is half a second. And you can easily change that. But if everything is connected right, it should be 0.5. If it's 0, then that means you need to change it. But if it's already 0.5, you don't need to do anything else. That means we got our audio. And now we want to go back to our Layers tab, and then we're going to select the Blackmagic Design number 2, and then we're going to click the plus sign. Once we click the plus sign, we want to go to the network section right here. And we're going to add the NDI source that is coming from the computer that has the presentations and the graphics on it. So all the graphics that are coming in that we need, such as scriptures and lyrics, are all going to come from this source right here. So select it and then click Add. So now whenever they put lyrics up on that computer, they will show up automatically right here on top. If you go on to add the NDI and it doesn't show up and you don't see this, it means that the computer that shows the graphics is not on. Or if it's on, it means that ProPresenter is not open. So you want to make sure that the computer is on, ProPresenter is open, it's connected to the network, and then you'll be able to see it right away pop up right there. Okay, so now at this point you pretty much have a good base of what you want to do. Now here is the preview window, which means that this is what is about to play, and over on the right side this is the main live window. So if we were to go live right now, you wouldn't see this side, you only see this side because this is what's on the live window. So the way we change that is you simply click this arrow right here, and this arrow takes whatever is on the preview window and it pushes it over to the live window. So just a good thing to remember how that works. So now people online will be able to see this and not this, okay? So once you have that set up, you're gonna go to your output settings at the top right here. Click output, then click output settings. And the first thing you wanna do is you wanna set up your Facebook Live. So you're gonna click on this drop-down menu, come back to Facebook Live, click on Facebook Live, and then press OK. Once you press OK, if this window pops up that says canvas size does not match the size of any existing output, all you have to do is just say match preset size, and then that pretty much fixes it. And the first thing you want to do is you want to change the name to Facebook, which it will show up on the left side here when you change that. The second thing you want to do is you want to go to your encoding section, click on the drop-down menu, and make sure that it's 720 30 frames per second at 4 megabytes per second. That matters. You want to make sure that you click that. The next thing is to authenticate. So click on authenticate. And if everything works well, the computer is connected to the internet, it should already authenticate with my credentials for Facebook. If it doesn't connect right away and you need to, it sends you to Facebook and you got to log in, I'll give you my login information as well so you can log in. But for the most part, it should all just work just fine. Now you want to make sure that the post to is on pages, because we want to post it to our Facebook page that is Restore World Church. And then the next thing you want to do is you want to click on this drop-down menu, go all the way down to Restore World Church, right? Because if you select any of these other pages, what it's going to do, it's going to stream to those pages and those pages alone. And we don't want that, obviously, because we don't want it streaming to Borough Productions or any other place. We want it to stream to Restore World Church. And then on the title, you always have to put a title. I always put Sunday Worship Service. Sunday Worship Service. And then description, you can say something like, join us live for our Sunday morning service. And then I always put the website. You can get creative with this. If it's if it's Easter or if it's Christmas, you want to, say, welcome to our, Easter service or welcome to our Christmas service. But for the most part, you just want to always make sure that at least these are the basic things that you put in. Also on the title, I forgot, I always put the date on there, the date of whatever we are streaming on. That way we're able to find it later on, and it helps people to know what date it is. And once you have that, you pretty much have that all set. The last thing you have to do for Facebook is to create it. It will load up, and then, bam. So now it created a new live stream service. You always have to click create because otherwise it won't recognize that any new changes have been made. And then you click OK. So now it's ready to stream to Facebook. The second thing you want to do is we want to stream to YouTube. So you go back to your output, go back to output settings. This time though, instead of clicking Facebook, we're gonna go to the bottom left corner and click Add. This little window will pop up and it's gonna say RTMP server. We're gonna leave it just as it is and press OK. Now for the name here, we're gonna type in YouTube. And then for the encoding, we're gonna make sure that it's the same as Facebook, 720, 30, 4 megabytes per second. Bam. And then at this point, what we wanna do is we wanna get the address for where we are streaming to and the stream key as well. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to Safari at the bottom here, open up a new window Safari, type in YouTube, if I can type right, go to YouTube. It should already be plugged into or connected to Restore World TV, so you're not gonna have to log in to YouTube. But what you wanna do is you wanna go to this little camera icon right here, click on it and then go live. Click on Go Live because we're trying to live stream to YouTube now. And once it pops up, the first thing you want to do is you want to edit the settings. So you click Edit, and just like we did for Facebook, you're going to put in a service title and the date for future, for organization purposes. And then you're going to make sure that, the description is right. Join us live. We're glad that you're here. You're going to scroll down, and here you see where the thumbnail is. Now, we're going to do our best to make sure that we give you guys the thumbnails that are specific to that specific Sunday. So this will change almost every week, and it should change. All you have to do is click Options, Change, and then wherever you save that file from, which is click Documents right here, go to Restore World TV, and then you should see a folder that says Thumbnails on it. You should see a folder that says Thumbnails. Click on the folder right here, and then in this folder you have all the thumbnails that we need to use for that specific day. You click on it, and you should see the thumbnail change right here, and then you save it. Bam. Now you want to go here where it says Stream Key, right here, go down to the stream URL and just click Copy. Once you click Copy, go back to Wirecast, go to your address section right here, highlight it and then delete it, and then we're gonna right click and paste. So we're pretty much copying and pasting what we got from YouTube. We're gonna go back to YouTube. Right here where it says Stream Key, we're gonna click this little I/ thing right here, and we're gonna copy this one. Go back to Wirecast, and then where it says Stream or My Stream, we're gonna delete that as well. And then right click and paste. Now this is all set up to stream to YouTube. Last thing we do is we click OK. So now your YouTube and your Facebook is ready to go. Now the last thing we wanna do is we wanna create an output that records our live stream service to the computer. We want to have a backup copy of our live stream services so that if something goes wrong with our Wi-Fi or our network, we can always upload the streaming service or the service after the service. And all you got to do, once again, once you come to this output settings window, you're going to click Add. This time from the drop-down menu, we're going to click Record to Disk MP4. And then click OK. You're going to come down to your encoding, make sure that it's 720/30, once again 4 megabytes per second, and that's all you have to do. You click OK. So now you're all set and ready to go. If you click this icon right here, this Wi-Fi icon, it's going to turn green. Once it turns green, it means that we are streaming and there is whatever is on the live window is now being able to be seen by the people watching online. But not only should you click this Wi-Fi icon, you should also make sure that this record button is selected. Now I'm not going to click the Wi-Fi thing right now because it will actually stream to our Facebook, and I don't want that to do while we're just doing a training. But I can click this right now, and you'll see it turns green and then it starts counting. This means that it's recording to the computer, and this means that it's streaming online. So we'll just pause that for now because I don't need to record that for now. Now, this is all set up. Now you got your cameras coming in, you have your audio coming in, and you have all the graphics from the presentation computer coming in. Now, we also have these other videos that we always use, like our intro videos and our outro videos and our timer, countdown timer. So in order to add those, once again, you just go to your clear layer tab right here, Blackmagic Design, and you'll see this plus sign once again show up. So it only shows up when you hover over it. You want to click it, and then this time we're going to add media files at the bottom left corner right here. So once you click that, you want to go to your Documents folder, go all the way to Restore World TV, and in this Restore World TV is all the content that we ever need for live streaming. And you will see right here where it says, you see this folder that says service intro and service outro. These videos will change because we're going to have different people saying it and different people doing it. But for now, I'm just going to pick Vicky's. And so it's going to say service intro. And once it's highlighted, I'm going to click open. And you'll see that now we have two sets of videos, the live stream and the service intro. Okay. Now, if we want to add the outro to that, we can click the plus sign next to it once again, go to Add Media Files, and then this time we'll select a different video, let's say service outro, or whatever other videos that you have that you want to play. Once you have that set up, all you have to do now is, let's say the service is about to start. We click the service intro, make sure it's highlighted by the yellow, click this arrow, bam, and you'll see that it's going to start playing on this side. Okay. Now, before you click the arrow to send it to live, make sure that this is on, the Wi-Fi is on, and the recording is on, and then send it over. Okay. And every video that you play will have a timer at the bottom here. So you just keep an eye on the timer, and as soon as it countdown. Now you want to go back and select the video that you want to play next. You count it down, 3, 2, 1, and then click an arrow again. And now it sends that video over. Let's say service is going on, passer finally, closes, or whoever is speaking, ends their message. Make sure that the service outro video is selected and it's ready in the preview. Once they're done, you click the arrow.
Hey, Restore World family, thank you so much for joining us.
And you send it over.
Online service. I pray that it blessed you as much as it blessed me.
Bam.
And if you were so deeply
So pretty much this is all that you have to do when it comes to live streaming. I thank you guys once again for serving in the media department. And I thank you for taking the time to actually watch this video. If you have any other questions, let me know. There's so much more you can do with this software, but I just wanted to show you the basics so that we can have, you can know what's going on and why things work the way they work. Okay. For now, I'm gonna cut out Vicky. Perfect. So, once you're done live streaming, you're done. Let's say this outro video is all done. All you gotta do to stop it is click this button again, the Wi-Fi icon. It's gonna be green, so once you click on it, it's gonna deactivate and it's gonna be gray again. This tells you that nothing is streaming anymore, but just because you click this Wi-Fi and stop streaming doesn't mean that it stopped recording. So you also wanna make sure that this also is deactivated and that it's gray. This tells you that everything has stopped and now you are set to close. And all you do when you're done is click the little red button at the top left, and you can save it if you want, but you don't have to. No, don't have to save it. Bam, and then that's it. Thank you guys. Love you.